Since post time has been on the air, there have been countless superstar horses who have graced the Dover Downs track. We're going to head back now to the first season of Post Time to see one of my favorites in Victory Lane. Let's take a look at number 2, Hot Rod Todd, owned by Herman and Lynn Drenth. The 5 is Palmetto Deer, who raced tough last week with a first over trip. And number 7 is the gray horse, Laag, who's always a threat in the preferred.
Move on the turn. Here comes Laag and Luke. They're up after Palmetto Deer. It's Laag from the outside in 27-4. Palmetto Deer now back to second. Racing third is Hot Rod Todd, followed by Keystone Amarillo. After that, it's Pilgrim's Fiery to the outside, Iron Gavel. Then it's All-Star Hannah and Armbro Outclass. They go into the clubhouse turn. On the front, Laag with Palmetto Deer. In third is Hot Rod Todd, followed by Keystone Amarillo. Pilgrim's Fiery is going to try and do it the hard way. He's up on the outside, followed by Iron Gavel. Then it's Armbro Outclass and our All-Star Hannah, 56-1. They go to the back stretch, Laag. Laag leads, Palmetto Deer. Hot Rod Todd is in there with Pilgrim's Fiery on the outside. Right behind Pilgrim's Fiery is Iron Gavel. They're midway up the back stretch. Laag leads Palmetto Deer. Pilgrim's Fiery is on the outside toward the rail, Hot Rod Todd. Then it's Iron Gavel. Next is Keystone Amarillo. All-Star Hannah, and trailing is Armbro Outclass. 3/4, 124-3. Midway on the turn now. Laag continues to lead. It's Laag with Palmetto Deer, Pilgrim's Fiery, and Hot Rod Todd. They come toward the top of the stretch. Laag followed by Palmetto Deer. Hot Rod Todd. Pilgrim's Fiery is done. They come off the turn. Laag begins to sprint for the wire. Laag, Palmetto Deer, Hot Rod Todd. Laag is game. Laag in front. Palmetto Deer and Hot Rod Todd are noses apart for the place.
Laag made an early move and never looked back for the 153-1 win. Hot Rod Todd was smoking on the way home but couldn't get the leader in time. And Palmetto Deer was also very close and took third. We just saw Laag, a beautiful gray horse. As you can see from our colors of the Standardbred chart, grays and roans are very rare when it comes to our harness horses. In fact, less than 2% of the population are gray and roan combined. So every once in a while, a racetrack will put together a race with all gray and roan colored horses because it is so unusual. One of those races took place at Harrington Raceway a few years ago during an exciting back-to-the-track night.
They're at the top of the stretch, turning for home, and definitely maybe has the lead by 2.5 lengths in mid-stretch, and definitely maybe draws away, wins it easily. Off stride, went past Assault. It's definitely maybe to win it.
And more recently, Pocono Downs held their Gray Ghost and Poltergeist race on the eve of Halloween, just a couple of weeks ago. Races like these are hard to fill because obviously it's just not that easy to find these horses of a different color to all be in the same race. But they are fun to watch and definitely a fan favorite.
Top of the stretch now, Six Gun pulls the pocket, but Gotta Love Him is still pacing well in the stretch. It's Gotta Love Him. Outside, Six Gun is all out. Matt Kakali and Gotta Love Him. Joe Bongiorno and Six Gun. It's a tight finish. It's a photo finish.
Okay, so we know the bays and the browns are pretty common color with Standardbreds, and the roans and the grays, not so much. So, can you just imagine how rare a white Standardbred must be? Well, guess what? A very famous horse, thanks to his color that's white as snow, recently went through the sales ring. And guess what? Post Time was there to check out that big milestone event. Remember in May of 2012 when the White Colt was born? The athletic little guy is the foal of Coochie Mama, who happens to be bay, and the sire of the multi-million-dollar winner, Art Major. And the daddy is also bay in color. The White Colt, who was born at Fairwinds Farm in Cream Ridge, New Jersey, is only one of about 200,000 births among Standardbreds. So, as you can imagine, this was quite a shocker for the sport.
He became the subject of many articles and newscasts all over the world, and he's even got an extremely popular Facebook page. When he was first born, of course, he was right there, close to his mommy's side. But then, as the white colt got older, he was taken to a field to hang out with other buddies born about the same time as he was. And it goes without saying, he was pretty easy to spot. It wasn't time to go to work just yet. These youngsters needed to take several months to grow and eat grass and play in the field before they learned the ropes as a racehorse. Finally, earlier this month at the Standardbred horse sale in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the white colt, whose official name is White Bliss, took on hip number 305 in the auction and became possibly the most anticipated and most talked about horse of the sale's 75-year history. When the unique equine stepped onto the stage, people crowded in the arena trying to get videos and pics of the rock star Standardbred and curious to see how much he'd go for. The bidding began and the price went up and up and up. The gavel was dropped at $240,000, which, by the way, was the highest price of the day. And the winning bidder was Tristan Chaberg, a Swedish owner who lives in Singapore. He bought this horse as an early Christmas gift for his mom. Aw, so sweet. Trainer Bernie Noren signed for this colt, who will train down in Florida and then head on to the New York Sire Stakes circuit. After White Bliss is done racing, he'll be shipped to Sweden to stand as a stallion. Of course, Post Time will keep you updated as this handsome harness horse learns the business and makes his journey to victory lane.